The Air I Breathe is a movie I'm reviewing today. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. This movie is showing on Lemon Nolly TV. Do what to watch. The Air I Breathe. A recap of this movie talks about a rich guy that was attacked by gang, and this poor girl saw him, offered to help, and this guy lost his memory. He had amnesia, so of course he can't remember anything. They fell in love till he recovered his memory and went back to where he was coming from. He has to marry this girl he fell in love with, but the family say lalai to lalai, not on their watch. So that's what this movie is about. I hope you get the idea of this movie. What I like about this movie, let me start with the location for this movie. This movie had a very good locations, especially the ghetto part of this movie. That house was good. Per poor person, that was good house. Then the location of Michael Dappa's parents' house, that was a very good house as well. The location, then the attacking, that's the outside shot for this movie, was also very good. I like that as well. Another thing I like about this movie is Miracle Godwin. Most of the time I'm always seeing Miracle on Ofendu, Oluchi Ofendu channel. I've never seen her on another production. Like I don't. So seeing her in this movie or in this production, I'm like, okay, that's a good one. So I like her in this movie. She was the one that was supposed to marry the rich guy, but it didn't happen, and the way she acted, I really like that as well. Moving on to the time for this movie. Yes, we've seen this storyline before, so I didn't expect them to waste our time. This movie is not even 1 hour 20 minutes. This movie is less than 1 hour 30 minutes, guys. Yes, so of course, if you are someone who haven't seen a storyline like this, if you watch this, I think you will definitely enjoy it. This movie did not waste my time, and I really appreciate and like that a lot. This brings me to the size of the movie. In as much as it didn't waste my time, it also gave me the right frame size for a YouTube video, and that was something that I like about this movie. Basically, those are the things I like about this movie. Moving on to what I do not like. Let me start with the storyline. Of course, I already said that we've seen the storyline before. A poor person helping a rich guy or lady who has gotten amnesia and later on marrying the person. You get the idea, right? Exactly, we've seen it before. So if you have seen a storyline like this before and you haven't watched this one, trust me, you're not missing anything. Maybe you want to see Miracle, Michael, and Sarian together, then maybe you want to watch it, but if you haven't, you are not missing anything. So it's repetition of storyline, which is boring. Then this brings me to cinematography. Of course, he had to get a terrible cinematography, which is disappointing at this day and age, that we have a lot of good cinematographer, a lot of good videographers out there who are giving better video shoots. Even for content creation, they have people who can give you good quality videos. I don't know why YouTube producers or YouTube movie editors are giving us terrible cinematography in this day and age. This movie got a terrible cinematography, and that's something I do not like. Moving on to acting of this movie. This is the second time I'm saying this. I don't know if the directors on YouTube are afraid of the actors. If they're not giving you emotion, why don't you tell them to cut and act again? If you keep doing that and they keep getting irritated, they will bring in their best. Look, as much as we have repetition of the stories, if the characters or actors bring a little bit of sauce, a little bit of emotion, a little bit of drama into their characters, trust me, people are not going to complain that much. If the people are not giving us something, emotion, whatnot, then everything about the movie is just zero. There's no sauce. I was a bit let down in this movie. That's something I do not like about this movie. And this brings me to costume for this movie. For a rich boy, he doesn't even look like a rich boy self. Now wow. Only the house represented them as rich, but the people themselves do not look like they are rich people. But anyway, yeah, costume for this movie was terrible, except of course Sarian, who was acting poor, and she kind of looked the part a little bit. The others, terrible idea. And on that note, I'll give this movie a 1/10. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next movie review.